Well, hey guys, we've got a very brief break in the weather. This is the forecast for the foreseeable future. So today is my day. I'm going to turn these cants into some 2x6s and probably mill up several of these flitches as well. I need some 2x4s, 2x6s. I should have plenty here to make what I need, but I want to get it milled up while it's dry, probably staged in the shop and ready for some work on the office this week. All right, well today I'd like to get this back wall up, get my ceiling joist laid out and hung. I have a short 2x4 wall that I want to come off of the doorway with so I can have the light switch on the back side. And then this cove area will have a live edge bar top with some cabinets underneath and possibly some shelves on this corner. Again, I want my TV to go over here because you have to have TV in your office. And then I want to start laying out electrical boxes, switches, outlets, lights, get everything figured out, laid out. I bought a bunch of boxes, so I just need to throw up a bunch of lumber that I milled and get started. Okay, I need 10 studs for that wall. I've got 2 left over from last weekend, so I'm gonna cut up 8 more real quick and start framing that wall. Now these 2x6s were cut from that cant that I couldn't use as a post because of the hollow spot it had in it. So I'm able to cut most of this out. But this one here on the saw still has just a little bit of it in it. So I'm gonna cut all of this out, make sure that we don't have any compromised lumber. That's how that's supposed to go. Oh, just kidding. So I'm going to make this short wall here to support my desktop, which is going to be about a 2-inch thick, maybe 2.5-inch thick slab of Douglas fir that I milled quite a while ago. It's a nice live edge piece. It'll be about 6.5 feet long, 24 inches wide, and I'll have 30 inches between the wall and the edge of the desk. That should be plenty of room for me to scoot around and make sure I don't get too fat to sit behind my own desk. So I want my desktop to be up 30 inches off of the floor. I've got 3 inches of plate, so I'll cut some studs, get this built and installed. Right here's where the magic's gonna happen, folks. I'm sorry, do you have an appointment? Just kidding. This isn't my slab. You might have noticed in the last video, I was trying to save time by putting this window in on the floor, and I put it in upside down, so I gotta pull it out anyway. I'll use the lift and flip it over so that I can open up the window and yell at everybody working down in the shop. I'm gonna go ahead and screw these to my roof trusses, and then I'll pull this board down, and then I'll attach the hangers so that I know I've got everything flushed out with the bottom of that truss. All right, well, I got my joist up and I got most of the joist hangers. I decided to go 16 on center rather than 24. So I ran out of hangers. I gotta go get 5 more. I wanna go get some insulation, probably start installing electrical boxes. I've got them kind of halfway laid out where I think they might wanna be, but need to go on a parts run. I picked up 4 of these ceiling lights. They're LED, and you can change the color of the ring and the light itself. Looked kind of neat on the display they had, and it looks like an easy installation. They don't require a can in the ceiling. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount the controllers with the wires up in the joist and carry on. Well, hopefully 500 feet's enough. Costco had these 12-2 rolls, 500 feet, for less than you could buy a 1,000-foot roll per foot at Home Depot. So I picked up a roll, should be way more than I need for this. Obviously I've got more to do, but this is pretty good footage. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I bought these for a nail gun I was borrowing, or a staple gun I was borrowing, and I don't have the staple gun anymore. Maybe I should buy one. That's a good idea. Oh, that's way better. Well, I've got the lights kind of roughed in, ready for sheetrock. And that's about all I have time for this week. Well, guys, I realize you have a lot of options when wasting time on YouTube. I appreciate you hanging out with me and wasting some today. Next week, I plan to have at least the ceiling sheetrocked. I would like to insulate, wire, not necessarily in that order, and sheetrock the walls. So thanks for watching, guys. Stick around. We'll see you next weekend.